Are you kidding me? The guy asked for something spooky.
Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercings?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be right?
Yeah, just kill some random dude.
His wishes.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
He's beating me with my own leg. Now he's beating me with both my legs. I just signed up for a marathon.
And on the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
No Cyril. When they're dead, they're just hookers.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, Captain Handhucky, I can safely say you blaspheme more than any man I've ever met, and I've been to Cleveland. Welcome to Plotty Time. So, we'll start where we always start. Dr. Syintist, what are you playing? What are you watching? What are you doing? What's going on with you?
Well, I did watch the first episode of Last of Us.
Oh, how did that go?
Oh, yeah?
It was all right. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little different than the game, but I mean, I wish I could see more. It's a little different.
Oh, well.
They don't show you. Well, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen the first episode.
I've seen all of them now.
Where are the other ones at?
Burnt Man's.
Oh, yeah, the cooler guy I know doesn't have enough.
Well, they're also on that one guy's thing that you check all the time. They're all there.
No, they're not.
I bet you they are.
Did you put them on today?
I think it was yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, because it was Friday. I watched it.
Yeah. That other cool guy got some too.
Yeah, maybe that other cool guy has them now. But there was only one when I looked at it. But yeah, it's all right.
Either way, cool guys have a lot of episodes. That's all we need to know. That's all we need to know.
It's all right. Haven't really seen many clickers so far because you're still in Boston.
There's not many, man.
It's weird seeing Anna Torv in it too. She's from Fringe.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, she's Tess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
She was great in Fringe.
Yeah, she was great in the serial killer one. She was in that show for a while. Mindhunters.
Man, that's a goddamn shame they're not making that show anymore.
I know. She's in good shows. Watch Anna Torv. That's what the whole point of that was.
All right.
Okay. Yep. That's all we need to know.
What movies did I watch? I watched this movie called 211. It
Like an area code?
No.
Oh.
Like a police code. Stars Nicolas Cage.
What?
And he's on patrol with a guy, and they have like a troubled kid that they're taking off for a ride along.
Oh.
And then they end up at like a
shootout.
A shootout, yeah. It was okay. I mean, if you like Nicolas Cage movies.
Who doesn't?
Have you guys both seen this?
No, I knew about it. I didn't watch it, though. Of course I knew about it.
It just came up in my recommendeds, because why wouldn't they recommend Nicolas Cage movies?
I feel like every year there's 3 Nicolas Cage movies that come out that I just don't know about.
Yeah. You got to really be on the Nicolas Cage Reddit to keep up with it.
I get the newsletter.
I mean, that man is working. Like, he is just going from project to project.
Yeah, because when he was making really good movies, he didn't do really well managing his money.
Yeah, so now he just needs to make movies to
live.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Must suck.
Curse of being a great actor.
Man, I saw his gravestone. Did I tell you guys that?
No. What?
Yeah, I saw his gravestone. Like, obviously he's not dead yet.
Yeah.
But he bought a large piece of land in one of the oldest cemeteries in New Orleans. And you can go see it right now. I have pictures of it.
That's wild.
It's a huge fucking pyramid. Huge pyramid.
His tombstone?
Yes. Well, relative to the cemetery. I guess not like the pyramids of Giza, you know? But it's like,
I was picturing like one, or like the Louvre.
well, think about like, the square base that a pyramid would be on. It's like 15 feet by 15 feet. Like, it's fucking big.
Is he going to be buried under the whole thing, or is that just the headstone?
I think he's going to be buried like in it because it's New Orleans.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right.
They above ground.
They can't do it
Smart.
above ground. Yeah, that's right.
But they said when he was going, and the reason I'm thinking about this, not just because I saw it in person, but
brag.
And we were talking about him.
It might have been a little bit of a brag. I'm just saying. When he was having all his bank troubles and had to like liquidate everything, this was the one thing they couldn't take back because of the deal he made with like the Catholic Church. Because he basically just kept giving them money until they said, "Okay, fine, you can be buried here."
That's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like normal people can't get in those cemeteries, like the old ones. It's like you have to have family that's buried there.
Right.
So he was just magically got this huge spot, and everyone's like, what's going on here?
Well, that's what happens when you have money.
That's what, yeah, when he doesn't know.
See, he knew when he had the money, he bought what he needed.
Yeah, like a T-Rex skull.
Yeah.
And he bought that super haunted mansion in New Orleans, allegedly, and then I think he had to sell it.
Probably.
But it was the one from the season of American Horror Story with the witches.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Now back to the second movie I saw.
Of course.
For no reason whatsoever, I watched Constantine.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Speaking of Nicolas Cage.
He's not in that.
I had to think for a second. I was like, wait a minute.
No, it's Keanu Reeves. They're the same person.
Gavin Rossdale.
Yep. And
Tilda Swinton.
and who's the guy from Transformers who flipped out?
Oh.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. He's in it too.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because, it's
a good
decent movie.
They're coming out with a second one.
Yeah, that's what when I looked it up on IMDb, I saw that they were credited for Constantine too.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
I remember hearing about that. So does it hold up? Is it still good? I haven't seen it since, years.
I mean, yeah, I guess. It's kind of like a lot like Sandman-ish.
It's my favorite comic book movie.
Hellboy.
No. What? Besides Hellboy, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, if you like it.
Okay.
It's Keanu.
It's cool. Monsters and stuff, whatever. As for games, I didn't play shit this week. Didn't even turn my PlayStation on.
Ooh.
Damn, what game are you going to play next? Do you have an idea?
I don't know. Might need to take a break for a little bit. Maybe I'll play something quick. See how I feel after.
Sounds good. Sometimes you just got to step away,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You do.
Poppascotch might pass me in trophies now, but
Again.
he's
No
never
way.
passed me.
Second year in a row.
Well, just 1 year he beat me, but he's still behind total.
Am I really? I haven't checked.
I haven't checked either, but you were pretty far. You're like over 1,000 behind, but you could easily make that up.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
Tell us what jumping games you played this week, Poppascotch.
Well, thanks for asking. So I finished up. I don't know if I talked about this. I don't think I did. But the the PGA 2K23, the newest one.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I numbed that.
Oh,
You know.
Oh, snap.
I think I did.
Do you have to play it like so many weeks in a row?
No, it's nothing like that. It was pretty easy.
Oh, they got rid of all those hard ones.
Yeah, the game wasn't that great, but luckily EA Sports has a golf game coming out soon, which might be out now.
Oh, snap.
I don't know.
So you're going to play that?
I think I'm not going to buy it right away. I can't spend $70 on another golf game.
Why not?
I mean, if I was really into it and really wanted to play it, maybe. But
Not after just playing one.
not after, I'll wait till it drops down a little bit. Like, I still want to play Dead Space as well, but I can't spend $70 on it. I played it like 6 times
Yeah.
Why not?
because I got other stuff I can like, I have other stuff to play that I've already paid for.
There you go.
So do I.
We can wait till Dead Space. I'm going to buy Dead Space, guys. It's just going to be when it's a bit cheaper.
You got to wait for Elden Ring and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't even touched those games
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
He probably started it and quit. Didn't even want to bring it up.
Did play through one of the games I said I was going to do.
Doki Doki.
Have you guys heard of Doki Doki Literature Club?
How many times you play through it?
I think just one. No, a couple times.
Okay.
Because I didn't go for the numb because I just wasn't loving it. And I'm like, you know what? You got to learn to walk away once in a while.
Oh, wow. He's learning.
I am starting to learn. Like, I'm trying to play games for fun.
What?
I don't know if that makes sense to you
Well, no,
guys.
you're not.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What, you didn't like
doing.
Doki Doki Literature Club?
No, I liked it. I thought it was interesting.
It's hard to get them to platinum without following a guide and doing it a couple of times.
Yeah, I didn't want to play it just for the platinum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then do the guides and all that stuff. If I was having fun with it, I'd just keep playing.
Well, once you beat it once, he's kind of,
All the secrets are out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed and talked to the final boss for quite some time before I realized I was supposed to actually do
So
something.
So did I.
Okay, so I wasn't the only one.
It was a good
Great.
30 minutes, 45 minutes.
At least, because I was like watching the other TV, and I got to the point where I just kept hitting button prompts. I'm like, what the fuck's going on over here? It's like an hour of talking to this. Is this going to end? And then I realized what you had to do eventually. But it was good. I liked it. It was definitely something different. It was, 10 to 12 hours maybe?
Yeah,
and that's
maybe.
if you read everything. But it was fun.
Cool.
What did I... Well, that's all I really played. But I watched the movie Session 9. Did you guys ever see that one?
Yeah.
Is that the one where they're at like a
mental
hospital and they're recording
Yes.
things? Yeah, I think I've seen that.
David Caruso. A David Caruso joint.
Oh.
Yeah, it's where these guys who are essentially like hazardous material
Yeah.
guys, they were getting rid of all this asbestos in this old asylum, and weird shit starts happening.
Oh, yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I hadn't seen it in a while. It's a slow burn, but
Yeah.
it's done very well.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then I started watching I somehow forgot about this and now going back to it, but there was a whole season of Fargo that came out that I completely forgot about.
Never saw an episode.
It's really great. I love it.
I don't think I've ever seen the movie.
Really? The movie's good.
It annoys me when people tell me movies are good and then keep talking about it.
Oh, I'm not talking about it. I'm just saying it's good.
Yeah, the movie's fantastic. The show's extremely good. I think the show's better than the movie, if I'm being honest. Well,
Isn't like
first
every
season of the
season
show.
different?
Yeah, they're like totally different. They take place in that area, but like they span decades. Like one of them is present day, the first season. One of them is like the 80s. One of them, the now that I'm on, is the 50s, I think.
So it's like American Horror Story.
Kind of, yeah. They're
True
anthology
Detective.
seasons. Yeah, True Detective, same concept. It's like the same universe everyone lives in, but it's different time periods.
Yeah, all right.
But it's great. It's really great. The first season with Martin, what's his name?
Lawrence.
No, not Martin Lawrence, but this newest season does have Chris Rock starring in it. So,
Interesting.
but then I also finished watching Veep. Got through all 7 seasons now.
Oh, now it's over.
But they're 30-minute shows, and there's like 8 of them a season because it was HBO.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that hard to get through.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought there were moments that were really funny, but I didn't like how it ended, really.
Trump won.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was funny. There were some real great moments. I didn't know Sam Richardson was in so much of it.
Oh, nice.
Because I knew he was in it, but he was there for like the last 3 seasons. He was there, like part of the regular gang.
Damn, that's cool. I'm going to have to check
he's-
it out.
Yeah, he's really great in it, but he also doesn't show up to like season 4 or 5. So be patient if you check it out.
Forget it then.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're probably right. And that's really all I did. What about you there, Sir Chump Slap? What you been playing, watching, doing? What's with you?
I'm still playing some Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh.
Okay.
You know, I just can't really get into it. Just play.
I'm still playing it, but
Well, you play for an hour or so, you turn it off. Play for an hour and turn it off.
that doesn't seem like the type of game you should play for an hour and turn it off.
Why not?
I don't know. It seems like you'd sit there for a couple of hours.
Yeah, you'd think, but then it just gets monotonous, It's all the same. Just sword fighting, just parry, kill type of stuff. you know?
Oh, you mean like Dark Souls and Elden Ring and
Yeah, but way easier.
okay.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Okay.
Watch some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, watch this show called The Last of Us.
Oh yeah. On a Cool Guys Roku or
Yeah,
Plex
somebody's.
somebody. Yeah.
Somebody's.
But
You don't need to go into details. So how was it? What did you go through the whole thing? You said.
yeah,
Are all the episodes out?
yeah,
Okay.
just finished, I think. But it's the game, pretty much. Every
Okay.
beat, every little thing, everything that's gonna happen, you're like, oh, okay, that happens. Oh, all right, yeah, he gets.
Do you think it would have been a lot better if you never played the game?
I don't know. I think it was better to see the story playing the game than it was to watch it. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
Well, that makes sense. I see what you're saying,
But I
and
don't
I
know.
can totally see that too.
There wasn't nearly enough zombies or anything. Like,
There isn't really that many in the game.
there's a lot.
There's more people that you fight than zombies.
There's one section. There's a couple sections where you're like, oh, I remember that part. Oh yeah, you do have to fight a lot more people. But yeah, they don't kill that many people or zombies. I don't know. They could have made it worse.
Is Joel still a piece of shit?
I still think so. I wanted to talk to somebody who's just seen the series and see what they think about it.
Maybe
at
I'll
the end.
finish it by 2 weeks from now.
It's exactly the end. It's the same ending and everything.
Oh, the ending is so brutal.
Yeah. But, it's good. It's still good.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to check it out then.
George just listened to our podcast on it.
Yeah. But it definitely needed more crazy enemies and stuff. Other than that, it was all right.
Okay.
Watched a couple movies.
Anything
Oh,
better?
yeah?
Yeah, you guys hear about this cocaine bear?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I've heard of it.
It's not good.
I didn't think it would be.
Well, you think a name like that.
If the bear was Winnie the Pooh, I might have given it a chance.
Isn't there? Did you see the Winnie the Pooh horror movie? Is that out
Wait,
yet?
it's still not out yet.
the blood and honey.
Well, it's
Honey,
out,
yeah.
but I can't find it anywhere to watch.
Yeah.
Maybe if some cool guy was going to download it on his Plex.
I'll send a word out to the cool guy brigade.
Blood and honey.
I mean, it was okay enough to watch, but it was just dumb. It wasn't good.
Okay.
So don't even bother.
I won't.
I saw this movie called Nocebo. I think it's like placebo,
Oh.
but Nocebo.
Nocebo? Is it?
Okay.
It's about
I'm
this
listening.
this woman. She has a mysterious illness. Like she gets bit by a tick, and then
Bitten by a tick?
yeah, she just gets worse and worse. And this Filipino lady just shows up to her house, and she's like, "Well, you hired me as a care person," and she turns out to be like a healer shaman type.
And she's got some
Okay.
kind of crazy healing shaman remedy.
Yeah, she's got these remedies, and then all weirdness happens. And then
Does she have to like eat apples with mustard on them and stuff?
no,
Okay.
that's not a remedy. I don't think.
Could have been.
I love both those things, but you just totally gross me out.
I know. I do too. I do too. And it is gross to think about.
I was thinking
don't
that's
like
not. They're probably not bad,
I don't even want to try it.
dude.
What kind of apple? What kind of apple you fucking with?
It doesn't matter, man.
I'd go
Take
with
the
Granny
best.
Smith. I
Take
think
the best tasting apple you can find and try it.
But like sweet? Do I go Fiji?
I think it would have to be sweet.
Yeah, you kind of want the sweet and hot, like a sweet and sour hot mix, maybe. But it's
Yeah, I could see that. But the fucking mustard's so vinegary.
What kind of mustard?
brown, by the way.
Talk about
Oh,
guild.
brown.
Golden- yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
hey, I gotta rethink this whole thing now.
What, you're gonna eat that gross yellow shit?
That's
I
what
love yellow
when I hear
mustard.
mustard, I think of the yellow ass mustard. That's my first thought.
Oh man, I don't. That's gross. That's the most disgusting condiment ever.
No,
I
ketchup
love it.
is.
No.
Ketchup is also fantastic. You guys are really missing out on your condiments over here.
Oh, ketchup's awesome.
Dude, I
but
love-
brown mustard's the way to go.
I love all mustards. Okay.
Ooh, did you ever have that super hot? Oh, what is the name like in offers or something like that? It's some kind of weird.
Oh, like
texture.
on offer. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
It's like spicy hot mustard.
Yeah. Yeah.
so good.
Did you ever have this stuff from Dunderbox, man? That's got like the chunks in it and stuff.
Yep.
The chunks, no.
So good, dude.
So she didn't eat any apples with mustard on.
Yeah, you have plenty of other better vehicles for mustard.
Yeah, like a grilled cheese.
No way. That's where you go.
Do you
Ketchup,
guys,
man.
do you guys do the grilled cheese with fucking mayo on the outside? Are you
Nope,
guys one of
ketchup,
them?
man. Oh yeah, I tried that once. I don't really like it.
No, I think butter's way better.
Yeah,
Okay, I've never tried it, but a lot of people are into it.
it's okay. I guess if you want, well, I can't say healthier option.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I'll stick to butter and good old American cheese.
Yeah, I like to throw a little bit of ham on there too. Get a hot ham and cheese.
Sometimes-
Oh, now you're talking.
Every once in a while, I like to throw a tomato in there, cut it up, and
Yeah.
Yeah, on the sandwich.
yeah,
You ever put
Interesting.
pickles and
I
mayo on it?
I have put pickles on it. Never mayo though.
Oh man, so
You
good.
guys are blowing my mind. None of these things. I never even considered them. I mean, I've done like the grilled cheese and like a hearty tomato soup. That is.
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
yeah. You can't have tomato soup without it.
Yeah, it's classic.
Yeah, tomato soup grossed me out, except in this context. I fucking love it. Anyway, so we'll slip out of condiment hour here. What the fuck are we talking about?
The movie Chump Slap was watching.
Yeah, that's it.
Ah, yes.
Nocebo.
Nocebo. Check it out. It's actually a fun one. Well, that's pretty much all I did. Watch that series.
All right, well then that is going to take us to the Plotty Time vibe check.
Oh, are you feeling the vibe?
Every week we talk about vibe stuff. So this week,
We were really vibing the grilled cheese sandwiches.
let's just talk about grilled cheese for another half hour. Where do you put the pickle? Are you putting all this stuff in the grilled cheese
Yeah,
when
pickles
you
in
toast it?
dude. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just try it, man.
There's this place by me that has all they do is grilled cheese and tater tots, but it's like a bunch of craft beers and stuff. It's a bar
Yeah.
for adult children,
Yeah, yeah.
and they made one that was called the Russian that had like we're still talking about grilled cheese, but it's the toast parts of grilled cheese, and the middle was like a piece of meatloaf with Thousand Island dressing.
That's probably good.
It was unbelievable. Anyway, so after grilled cheese talk, do you guys remember when Square Enix's CEO was all like, you know what is the future of gaming is? NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's going to be replaced in June.
Took him long enough.
The guy by the name of Yosuke Matsuda has been there for 10 years. He spent the last couple of those hyping up NFTs and other blockchain scams.
That's because Tech Bro's gonna Tech Bro.
Tech bros are truer words, you know? Talk about a consistent demo, you know?
You said it, man.
But yeah, so they're going to get rid of them, saying that they want to focus on technological innovation.
Oh, that's just stupid.
I know, right? Why would they need that in the field of video games?
Especially when you can make
NFTs.
NFTs, man.
That's probably what the other CEO was like, look, we're going to make so much money. What do we need to do? Make a couple pictures. That's it. That sounds too good to be true. Well, you just wait, because this NFT thing is going to take off.
Oh, it's amazing.
Fucking idiots. So then also, did you guys hear about this Austrian court who declared that FIFA is actually gambling with their loot box cards?
Oh, snap. About time.
So they ruled in court that Sony will have to pay refunds to people who ever bought FIFA Ultimate Team packs because it is a form of gambling, and gambling's not legal there.
So can they sell baseball card packs or magic cards?
That's a fantastic question.
It doesn't seem like they could.
Yeah, I guess not.
And
They
how are
can't
they-
sell fake ones.
How are they gonna make Sony pay up? It's not an Austrian company.
I think it's also weird that Sony is the defendant, but they're not the ones who make the game.
Yeah, that also seems really weird.
Yeah.
Although the ones that probably take some of the money, but still.
Obviously.
Sony and Xbox, Microsoft, they take a portion of every sale online.
But still, that's EA should be the one that was the defendant in court. You would think.
Yeah. Who knows,
Yeah,
man?
they just said the nature of the rewards violate the country's gambling laws, but that's a great question too. Hey, if you out there, if you live in Austria, let us know if you can go buy baseball or football or
Magic.
fucking magic cards.
Yeah. I'd like to know.
I mean, we could probably Google it and find out, but I want to hear
I
it
know.
from the horse's mouth, so to say.
Exactly.
And then, do you guys remember the game Dead by Daylight? I think it's one of those multilateral multiplayer ones that none of us like playing.
Yeah. That's the one where you could be the serial killer or the guys people are trying to escape.
Which is exactly the plot of that Friday the 13th game or the Predator game.
They're all the same.
Yeah, that's all the same.
It means the same as every other multiplayer online battle arena and stuff too. They're all the same idea.
Yeah.
Evil Dead is like that too, but there's also, I don't know how to put it, there's like levels you can play that have goals in them that you can complete.
I feel like you're trying to defend the game you like for being a lot like the games you don't.
Well, Left 4 Dead's the same way.
I don't even like it that much, to be honest. I mean, I got to give it another shot because I only played it for a little bit, dude, I just remember the game being so fucking hard by yourself, like almost impossible by yourself.
Isn't it free now?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play it.
Yeah, start a Plotty time Twitch stream. or
Yeah,
whatever.
twitching.
Gotta do that eventually. We've been saying we're gonna do that for like a year and a half.
I've been saying a lot of
I wouldn't
things.
say we. I mean, it was you saying it for a year and a half.
I was the royal we has been saying it for a year and a half. But anyway, yeah, the point I'm getting at is they're coming out with a Dead by Daylight movie.
What?
Why?
Probably the 13th part. What?
Yeah, exactly. But it's being
It's
done
just a
by
slasher
Atomic
film,
Monster, which is James Wan's production company, in teaming up with Blumhouse, which we talked about a couple
Okay.
weeks ago.
So it's just going to be a slasher movie.
I think so. It's a feature film adaptation, but not much is out about what the story is actually going to be.
Yeah.
And it's also weird too with those games because they always have like the thing that Fortnite does, where they have celebrity guests or whatever. Like one day Captain Marvel will be in there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? They do that too in Dead by Daylight. So I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do there. Maybe it'll be a weird multiverse thing. Who
I
knows?
think you could be like Nemesis in one of them even.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like Cabin in the Woods, where it's just
It won't be that cool.
Well, we can hope, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
It'll be like a mix of Ready Player One and Cabin in the Woods.
That sounds awesome, and I don't think it's going to be that good. You're getting my hopes
Nope.
up.
No, we gotta write that. But no one steal that.
Or
all right?
like-
nobody out there.
What was that one where Ryan Reynolds was the NPC?
Free guy.
Free guy.
Free guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's Dead by Daylight movies coming out, and then this is bad news. I know this is gonna hit you guys hard, so I want to kind of ease into it. I want to give all those other news stories first, but I'm sorry to say that EA Sports PGA Tour is going to be a couple weeks late, guys.
Oh, so you slow played it earlier.
You knew.
Yeah. It was supposed to come out the 24th of March. Now we're going to have to wait till April 7th.
Oh, a whole week.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do in the meantime.
That is
and by we, I mean all
gross.
three of us, because we're all huge fans.
Obviously.
Guys, they haven't made a golf game since 2015's Rory McIlroy PGA Tour.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, who hasn't known that? Come on. That's a commonly known fact.
I'm not going to get into it. I didn't like the PGA 2K23. I thought it was too light, and the story mode and the career mode was just lame. It was just playing rounds of golf over and over.
Is that what the game is?
Well, yes, I understand that's going to be a lot of it, sure. But if you play like my career mode in NBA 2K, or if you play even the Chell one, like their version of that, they're all like Be a Pro, it's called. They're all way better than this golf bullshit.
But I imagine that being a professional golfer growing up to be one is like boring.
Well, maybe
like you don't have to go to college and do anything, right, to be a professional golfer. You can just
have to go through
wake up in garbage.
Yeah, wake up in garbage. Obviously,
up in garbage.
Man, if anybody gets that reference, let us know. That's a great skit.
Wake up in garbage. I forgot all about that. That's so great. Yeah, that's all I got for the playtime.
And that's
once we get to waking up the garbage.
All right, so you guys ready to talk about more grilled cheese? I mean, you guys ready to talk about the game or
Man,
what?
you got my hopes up there for a second.
Yeah, I guess.
Man, I really want a grilled cheese, but I'm going to power through it. This game, as you've read through the description, is called Atlantis: The Lost Tales.
Ooh.
It was originally released September 30th, 1997.
97.
Number one song in the country. Do you guys have a guess before Bentley comes over here to sing it?
Smashing Pumpkins, Bullet Butterfly Wings.
That's not a bad choice.
That's not a bad guess.
I think I'm a little late, actually, but
You might be. It's not that, unfortunately. Great guess, though.
I got nothing.
sing it.
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta get back. Bentley! Bentley! Yeah, you're on. Okay. He's coming. Hold on.
He's got to put his headphones on.
He's coming. He was in the middle of oiling himself. All right, here he comes. He's just gonna come. He's just gonna run in and sing it. You guys
Okay,
ready?
all right.
He's gonna come in. Here comes the winter breeze that chills the air and hits the snow. And I imagine kissing you under the mistletoe. As springtime makes its way here, lilac blooms remind me of the scent of your perfume.
I was going to say pussy.
So did I. I don't know why.
Thanks, Bentley. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bentley.
Anytime, bro. All right, he's going back. I don't know what he does. He has a room, but he doesn't sleep here. I don't. All right. You guys have any ideas? Any guesses?
No.
Some type of Christmas song.
No, I think it's Backstreet Boys-ish.
You're close, but
NSYNC.
this is a band we had a couple weeks ago.
That doesn't
The
help.
90s.
That doesn't help us at all, man.
R&B from Philadelphia.
Boys to Men.
Yes, Boys to Men. This is one of their lesser-known songs, I say.
I was gonna say I don't remember this Boys to Men song. I'm pretty up to date on Boys to Men.
It's called 4 Seasons of Loneliness.
Man,
That must have been 1 week. It was at number one.
Yeah.
I don't
97. I would have
wonder
been
how
in.
many number one hits they have. Anyway, so yeah, Boys to Men, 4 Seasons of Loneliness. Number one movie in the country. You guys, you have any guesses, or I'll just go into it?
Just bring us
Yeah, bring it.
the line.
All right, the tagline is: a detective is searching for a deadly collector. His only
The collector.
hope is the woman who got away.
Oh, Along Came a Spider.
Oh.
That's very close, but you're one movie late. That was the sequel to this.
Kiss the Girl.
Kiss the girl.
Kiss the Girls. There you go. Morgan Freeman, Carrie. Oh, it was. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
Quality.
I remember it being intense. I mean, Ashley Judd is kidnapped, and then
I feel like it would
Imprisoned in
be
his lair.
slow to us now.
Probably.
I'm gonna put it on the list, the movie list that I keep adding from this podcast and don't watch anything.
Dude, my list is so long I stopped adding to it.
Yep. That's why I just don't do it.
I got some good stuff on it. Well, I don't know if it's good stuff. Judgment Night's on here. I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's
okay. I'm getting sidetracked. So yeah, it was this day in history, September 30th, 1777. The United States Continental Congress flees to York, Pennsylvania as British forces advance.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy, right?
Man, we should make a movie or a game where someone changes that in history.
Okay.
I knew a guy who went to York College, and he said that their big claim to fame was that they used
Pepper
to
and
have the
patties?
Liberty Bell.
Oh.
Yo, dude, I've always been in York a lot of times. A couple of my friends went to York College. It's boring as shit.
Dude, it was awful. It was an awful...
Most of
Shout
the
out to
townies
York,
and stuff.
PA, though.
Most of the townies and stuff were meth heads. Well, the equivalent of meth
they were
heads in the
ahead of
90s.
their
Yeah. It was more of a crystal thing.
We love you
Yeah.
if you live in York, Pennsylvania, but your town's a little rough.
I wish I could think of a live song to sing right now.
I forgot they're from York.
Interesting.
Lightning crashes, a new girl dies. I don't even know if that's the words.
I wish I remembered the lyrics to Lakini's Juice.
Jeez. Really pulling out all the stops
I
now.
don't know where that came from. I pulled that from back deep.
I think that was the album before Throwing Copper.
Anyway, this game was released for PC, developed by Cryo Interactive, published by Interplay. It is a single-player survival horror puzzler-esque game.
I didn't even know it was considered a horror.
Yeah, I guess it is. Anyway, who picked it this week?
I did.
Dr. Syintist, how about you lead us into it? Tell us what this game's all about.
Well, as you can tell by the title, there's this country called Atlantis. Or continent, maybe? I don't know. A land, we'll call it.
The land of Atlantis.
It's a sort of advanced civilization on this island.
Sort of.
And all these other, everybody else is still in caves and talk about cavemen and stuff later. And it's ruled by Queen Rhea, who has been ruling over Atlantis for a while because I guess they live long. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, people
And-
used to live longer back in the day.
Yeah.
Like in the Bible.
That makes sense. That checks out.
And there you play as Seth, who is becoming a member of the Queen's consorts, or whatever they're called. I don't even know.
I think this consorts, companions.
Companions. They're kind of like Queen bodyguards, but then the head companion becomes like the Queen's.
Right hand man.
I was thinking more of like sex toy, but
Oh, right hand man. Yep.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I call him.
There you, hey, here we
And
go.
the current consort is a man named Creon, who is very shady. And every couple of years, they do a new kind of, I don't know if it's like physical battle or something, or some kind of competition between
I think it's
him
a-
and challengers.
I think it's a fight to the death by the way they're talking
yeah,
about it.
it's hard to tell for sure. But his time's coming up, and he's looking at losing his power.
So there's however often it is. I thought it was every like 100 years.
I thought it was
could
like
be wrong.
7.
Oh yeah, 7 years. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they have the challenges every 7 years. The person in charge has to fight, and whoever wins all this is in charge. Is that
No, they just get to be the Queen's right-hand man.
No. Okay. So it's like doing that for vice president.
I don't think they have any.
Yeah.
Like first lady,
Yeah, first lady.
Okay.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
right?
Makes sense. I gotcha.
So it's you kind of arrive at this place and you're looking for your quarters, and you come across like news that the Queen has been ambushed somewhere, and all the companions that with her were dead.
Oh no.
What?
So you being the go-getter you are, start looking for information about this before you even start your job as a companion.
Yeah, you're gonna climb the ranks fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of them are dead now,
Yeah. True.
Okay.
and there's all kinds of gossip of the consort and other stuff, and you kind of find like an earring along the way, which comes to play later. And you get called to talk to Creon, and he's like, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be investigating this. We'll take care of it." And you're like, "Well, this is my job, right?" And he's like, "No, not now," which is kind of
Yeah,
shady.
Creon's
It's a little
very
shady.
shady.
Little shady.
I mean, if you don't see this game coming a mile away,
Yeah, for real.
you haven't listened to this podcast very often. And they're like, you talk to more people, and there's like, "Oh, I think the consort might have did this. He's always been talking about taking power, blah, blah, blah." And there's this one part where you come in across this guy. He's like, "Hey, man, we're trying to save the Queen and stuff from this consort. We got a secret meeting. Come meet us there." And it's just obviously a lie. He's trying to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
I put, actually, it's their plot is to make Atlantis great again.
Oh,
Aye.
wow.
I mean, it's kind of, they talk about running over all the other uncivilized nations and stuff and making Atlantis take power. And Atlantis isn't great anymore because they worship the moon god.
Yeah, duh.
And Now he's like, shut up and do what we say.
There's a whole like religious thing going on.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. It's the sun god versus the moon god. Because the queen is this, I guess, the scion of the moon god, and the consort is representing the sun god, and blah, blah, blah. So then you kind of like get it. You fight your way out of that, whatever. And you look into, you spy on Creon a little bit, and there's this weird dude who makes you play a game to give you some,
Yeah.
It's like a Myst type game, so you got to solve all these puzzles to do things.
Strange guy with a cat.
Yeah. I don't remember what his cat's name was, but it was weird.
Yeah.
It's like Fluffers or whatever. I don't know. And you end up spying on Creon, and you go through the secret passage, and he's talking to, I guess, another priest of some sort. And they're talking about how they kidnapped the queen, and they're keeping her alive because they want her to tell them where this secret item of great power is. And they're also talking about killing you because you're sticking your nose in business that isn't yours. It's kind of,
Makes sense.
yeah. Although, I wish you could see, everybody could see this. The way you're spying on them is through holes like twice as big as a man. But
Yeah, but people don't look up.
They couldn't back then. They didn't have the muscles.
Exactly.
and there's all kinds of blah blah blah. You eventually run into a guy, and you talk him into take him to where they're keeping the queen, and you have his sister's bracelet and whatnot. And he's like,
"Oh, that's right. It was like you have to take this. It's my bracelet. Take it to them. Then he'll know it's from me, and I'm his sister, and something like that."
yeah,
Oh, right.
Standard RPG. Get this to take to this person.
yeah.
To,
And they'll say, oh, you can do this. Yeah, you got to check your boxes. So you talk your way into getting this guy to use their flyers because in Atlantis they also have flying machines,
Yeah.
but only special people can fly them.
Well, they're pretty neat.
They're like boats that fly. Somehow they're magic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have magic green powers.
yeah. That's why only special people can fly them. They got to take classes and stuff online.
Online.
Sure.
So he flies you to where the queen is, and you do this all kinds of stuff, and you eventually save the queen. And you tell her that Creon's behind all this, and she tells you that Creon's afraid he's going to lose his challenge. That's why he's like grabbing for power now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then she also tells you that she gave in to the torture and told the bad guys where to find the hidden secret knowledge.
Oh, no.
And then he's like, Queen, take off your mask because they won't know you're the queen.
Yeah, she's like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, she's like, I can't take it off. How will people know I'm the queen? Well, that's why you should take it off. Good point.
She's not very bright.
No. Well, queens don't have to be.
Fair enough.
She didn't have to win a contest to become queen, apparently.
That's true.
So you eventually escape with the queen all the way back to the flyer, and the guy's there, and he's like, hey, some patrol came along and is like watching the flyer now. And you're like, well, I'll make a distraction. You guys get out of here. So you do, and his name is Hector, and they flies off with the queen. And you're stuck in the middle of this swampland
Oh, no.
with some confused guards who you quick talked out of the way. But eventually you come across, you like escape, and you go walking through this forest trying to get to this place because you made a plan to see the queen at a junction near Atlantis, I guess, whatever. So you travel through this forest and you find an old blind woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she's like, well, I'll do this weird ritual and you can learn all these secrets and stuff. So you're all right. And you kind of get this, she does it. You have this, it's a bunch of fetch quests in between here, but
She makes you get a bag of blood.
yeah, I was just going to ignore it. Anytime it jumps between a place, just assume you do fetch quests between it.
Right.
And you use this bag of blood and you see the bad guys at Stonehenge doing a ritual to the sun god.
Oh, was that actual Stonehenge?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just a place that looked like it.
No, it's one of the places where the hidden, I don't know why you would put a big henge of stones around where you hide the hidden knowledge, but
That's a good point. It seems like you're drawing attention to it, right?
yeah,
Where else are you going to put a floating head?
somewhere not with a big henge around it. But anyway, you're right. A head flies out of the ground.
Yeah, sure. That always happens.
And it kind of is talking telepathically to these people, like, you freed me. And the priest guy's there. He's like, oh, this is great. We got all this power now, blah, blah, blah. And then when you wake up, there's kind of like another priestess there. And the old lady's like, oh, she'll take you on a flyer. You can head back to Atlantis.
Okay. So you have a way back, basically.
Yeah. And then she also explains a little bit about what the head is.
So you saw the head. You were just watching.
Yeah, kind of scrying in on it.
Yeah, okay.
And
I still don't understand why the guy didn't drop off the queen and be like, "Hey, I'll be back then to pick you up."
they explain it later.
Oh, okay.
But she says that this head is just powerful and that the consort will try and take over everything. And she gives him like a crystal ball. It's like, this is my treasure. It'll help you when you need it. Another RPG, great, where you have an item that'll help you later.
Right.
So you get back to Atlantis, and you find that Creon has taken power and changed a lot of things. Not for the better. And that everybody's like, it kind of reminds me of the first Black Panther movie when Killmonger took over and he starts like, all right, well, now we're going to go invade everywhere. That's kind of what's happening here.
Right.
Like, we're going to take all these and get rid of all those cavemen.
Yeah, who needs them?
Are we led to believe, because I kind of got the vibe that they called them the primitives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that was like, I don't know, us, like
Yeah,
humanity.
the rest of the civilizations who didn't have flying machines.
Yeah, they're like they're hundreds, I guess, years behind the Atlanteans.
Yeah. I would say more than hundreds, but because he's talking about, they started building boats so they can invade anytime. It's a bunch of got to protect our borders nonsense.
Wasn't that also the Game of Thrones thing?
Yeah, kind of.
The one warrior civilization, no one was afraid of them because like, well, they can't fucking sail, so
Yeah.
they're just gonna stay on their own island.
One with Jason Momoa.
Yeah, what are they called? The Thraki, maybe?
Yeah, Dothraki. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah,
God,
yeah.
what a nerd.
Yeah, you are.
I would have never gotten that name, but because they're only in it for a little bit. So, you're walking around and you find out the queen never made it back to Atlantis. You're kind of like, well, why not? Oh, where did they go? What'd they do? Blah, 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 blah. And the crone tells you that you have to go to the White Bear, whatever the hell that means. Find a fire. They'll take you there. So you're like, all right. And then you find this guy who's like, well, I don't know if it's his daughter or niece.
I think it's his daughter.
Yeah, it's probably his daughter. He's like, my daughter Anna can fly, but she's being held captive here. Then there's a little bit of weird sex trafficking stuff you go on through here, which didn't age well.
No.
Well,
I can't imagine it was great at the time either.
in Atlantis times?
No, when the game came out
No,
in
I'm
the late
kidding, I'm
90s. But he's like, yeah, I got to take her to Creon. He wants to have her way with her. And they're like, well, we can't just search Creon here. Take her.
Oh, that's just Seth just making shit up to get her through. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And then she kind of runs away, but you get her again, whatever.
You put her in a bag.
Yeah, and you go get your own flyer. And he's like, oh, the bag's the queen. We can. It's some bunch of stupid. You really talk your way out of a lot of
Yeah,
situations.
people are
man.
really dumb.
Yeah. Can't.
That's why Atlantis didn't last, guys. Come on.
They believed everything he told them.
Exactly. That's why they died.
Yep. So you kind of get this thing, and you find out that Creon's been telling people that the quote unquote primitives took Rhea, and that's why they're going to go invade everywhere.
Oh.
And then you're like talking to Anna, and she's like, let's go see the White Bear. And Anna's like, well, we'll steal a flyer and we'll go. Blah, blah, blah. Then you eventually do that, and you fly to the land of the Inuit.
Right.
And there's some light Eskimo racism here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah, because...
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Skosh.
And you get knocked out by an Inuit. And you're in some kind of jail cell, and you're looking for shit. And then Anna comes back, and she's like, well, there's a statue here, and there's a crystal in it, and I think it's telling us where to go. Long story short, you eventually like, oh, we have to go to Easter Island.
Of course.
They're hitting all the weird conspiracy theory places.
Yeah.
Well, it's based on a true story.
You're right.
That's
the
what I heard.
Ancient Atlanteans. If you look at the History Channel, I'm sure there's a documentary on it.
Yeah. Ancient Atlantis.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's good.
As you're escaping this place, Anna kind of gets hurt. And you kidnap a pilot, and you're like, you got to fly to Easter Island. And that's, you laugh, but that's what happens.
It is. I'm just laughing at the next part.
Oh, when you get to Easter Island and they speak English?
The Crabs of Destiny.
Oh, well, yeah. That is a great part. We get there, and it's like, the Crabs of Destiny will tell us which one he uses the good guy. You were the pilot.
Yeah, so you race crabs.
Yeah. And you win, and they push the loser off the cliff. I wanted to watch all the ways you could die. I wonder if you can lose the crab race.
You have to be able to.
Then he throws you off the cliff. But anyway, he pushes the guy who flew you there off the cliff, so you have no way home.
I mean, I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just something about the animation. And he's like, well, this is what you get. He's like, what do you mean? Whoa.
I also like that
Off the...
when he's like, how can the crabs know what fate is? He's like, they aren't the ones who are doing the picking of the crabs.
Oh, deep.
Shit, man.
When you
Blow
put
my mind just like grilled cheeses you guys are making over there.
And then the guy who I guess is like the chief of Easter Island starts telling you a story of their heritage and how they came there. And there's the standing god, and they got to make human sacrifices to him until they can get their god to stand.
Well, makes total sense. How else would he stand up?
More light racism here that the Eastern Islanders couldn't get them to stand by themselves.
They didn't have flying machines, man.
Yeah. So you start learning about it, and then guess who shows up?
The queen?
Hector.
No.
Without the queen. And he tells you what he did with the queen, and that she wanted to go to... He took her to Shambhala because she was disgraced by telling Creon where this stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
So he dropped her off at Shambhala and came back. I don't know how he knows you're at Easter Island, but he does.
I think there's trackers on the flying machines.
Oh, maybe. But she forfeited her right to become queen. So who knows what happens then.
Didn't she say something in here too? Like she didn't deserve to be the queen because she fucking was tortured and talked?
Yep.
Yeah, she
Yep.
gave up the secrets of the forbidden knowledge.
Come on, man. Get over it. Like you were tortured.
Was she?
Was she?
We'll have to find out in Atlantis 2, Electric Boogaloo. But anyway, so you stand the statue up for them, and he's like, oh, our gods are pleased. And I'll help you find the secret that's hidden on our islands. But I'm going to have your pilot, in case you don't come back, I'm going to kill him.
Okay.
Whoa.
So he talks one of his daughters. There's this whole thing here with one of his daughters being smart and one being stupid. And
One being super horny for Hector.
yeah.
Why do I just have a note that says the king's new daughter shows up?
Yeah, because that's what
They,
happens.
they weren't wearing clothes.
Oh, okay. Well, then, got it. Nailed it.
You wrote down what you saw.
Yeah, okay.
So his daughter takes you on this voyage from Easter Island to this where the secret is. Some island 3 days away from Easter Island, I guess. And there's some weird stuff that happens and some weird cubes. And you talk to the cube and he's like, well, knowledge is a double-edged sword. You can do bad things with it. You can do good things with it. And then the crystal's like, well, you have to stop Creon because he's trying to use it to take over things. And he's like, well, how am I going to get back? And he's like, well, we're going to give you a special flyer.
Oh.
Okay.
So you get on this flyer and you're like, all right, I'm off to Atlantis to stop Creon with the power of Easter Island.
He's building a weapon or something?
Yeah, it's a weapon on his like ship that he's flying around with.
Right.
Using that floating head he found.
Yeah, okay.
So you fly to Atlantis, I guess, leaving Hector off to his doom. I don't know.
He's going to have a good time.
And you tell Anna's dad that Anna's dead because you left her in the freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
And blah, blah, blah. You fly around. You start attacking Creon's ship, which he has on his weapon. It's like a floating barge type thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. So you
Okay.
eventually like get onto his ship, and Anna's there in some Princess Leia bullshit. And you're like, oh, you look good, Anna. And she's like, huh, yeah. I don't know if Creon made her a sex slave or something. I don't know what the insinuation is here.
Probably.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
But so you grab Anna and you escape, and you kind of have like this flying battle against Creon where he shoots you and you crash land. And then you end up like fucking with Creon's talking head and destroy it. And like, oh, I gotta stop Creon, blah, blah, blah.
Why do I have bony whale with dolphin's eye?
Is that the underground part where
I
you're
don't
fighting
know.
the things? Yeah. But yeah, you have to. You fight Creon that's powered up by the head, and then you fight the head, and some tentacles come out and start fucking with you. It's a long, boring boss battle they have in these kind of games. And eventually, it kills Creon, actually, the summoned monster that he had there. Kind of like a grabber or a eldritch horror type tentacle monster.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And then you use the treasure the old crone gave you in the swamp, and it captures the monster in it. But of course, all this causes the volcano to erupt on Atlantis. And I guess the insinuation is that Atlantis is destroyed by you doing this, and Seth and Anna escape.
Yeah, the volcano destroys Atlantis.
Yeah. And
I just have in my notes, the whole town is lava and the game ends.
Yep, that's exactly how it ends.
Wow.
But Creon did die.
Yeah. And I guess you left Hector to either be molested on Easter Island or get thrown to his death. One of the two.
Yeah. And now you own the power of the metal head.
Yeah. You have all power. You have the good power and the bad power.
Wow.
Because the power was split into two. I don't know if I said that earlier.
No, you didn't.
Well, that's a part of it.
Good thing you brought it up now.
That game was confusing.
Yeah.
But I think we missed a lot of story by like playing through it, you know?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did, actually. I think it was just puzzles we had to solve. I mean, it's kind of I guess, it's the destruction of Atlantis. Some guy was trying to do things.
The reason Atlantis still doesn't exist, and I guess it was so lost that no remnants of the society were ever found.
Exactly.
Yep, even those flying machines.
Yeah, that technology didn't make it. Just got wiped out, apparently.
We'll have to do the second game to figure out exactly what happened.
How do you make a sequel to the game when Atlantis is literally lava? Guess we'll find out.
Oh.
You can go to Shambhala, where the queen is.
That's true, and I guess...
I thought she was back on the ship.
No.
Anna. Oh, Anna was. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, did we find out at any point, like, we knew the queen got to safety somewhere, and we knew she said she didn't want to be queen anymore. But is that it? Is that all we hear from the queen then?
Yeah.
We don't hear anything else?
Not that I saw.
Yeah, she just gave up. She's like, nah, I'm just going to go into hiding.
Huh, maybe she comes back for the sequel.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Let's hope.
Well, that's it. That's the game. We did it. We got through it. That was a quick one.
Yeah, sure was.
It's computer games from the late 90s. It's kind of what they were like.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely has more story than some of the games we've worked with from the mid to late 90s.
That's for true.
But let's go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, Final Thoughts.
Ooh.
Oh.
And we'll start with you there, Sir Chump Slap.
Yeah. I'm ready to answer some questions if you got them.
Okay. Did watching this video make you want to fly to Atlantis? Did the story work for you, or was it a bunch of schmomantis?
Nailed it.
What score out of 27 stars you'd think you'd bring to Atlantis?
That was
so good.
Easily the worst one you've ever done.
You keep saying that.
You keep impressing me.
Well, yeah. So, did watching this video make me want to play this old-ass video game from 97? No. Not at all. It's just not my kind of game. It's point-and-clicky type. You just collect stuff and use it later.
Okay.
Did the story work for me? I guess, basically, it was about a guy who was going to take over Atlantis and kill every other civilization. And I guess you stopped that, so...
Yeah, that happens.
And the queen, kind of pointless in the story.
Does seem like they kind of just threw her away.
Yeah, it was... You don't save her life or nothing. You're just like, all right, well...
Well, you kind of save her.
If she wasn't in the story, the other guy would have never learned the secret knowledge.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
Right? But, it's the way it works.
It's the way it works.
So... I guess the story worked for me. It's kind of pointless, but that's not saying it didn't work. So, out of 27 stars, what am I going to give this one? Well, seeing as the story was pretty stupid, but... I mean, it makes sense. So, I'm just going to give it a... Let's go with a 5. It's right there. It's below average. It didn't really tickle my fancy, and I don't know. It's a pointless story. So there it is. I give it a 5.
All right. Well, I guess I'm up, but I forget what question I'm supposed to answer now.
Something about Atlantis and Schmamantis.
That's right. Wait, what were they?
Did watching this video make you want to play this clicker?
Ooh.
Was the story pretty good? It could it have been sicker?
Okay.
And out of 27 stars, how many does this liquor?
Perfect. No notes.
Thanks.
So, did watching this video make me want to play it? Not really. I mean, I was never into point-and-click games, really, especially not back then. I think I was playing, like, sports sims still at this point, or Resident Evil. But anyway,
He's still playing the same games now.
yeah, I know, right? Exactly. So, watching the video didn't make me want to play it. It's just, it's dated. The story-wise, though, did the story work for me? I like the idea of telling this story about a whole civilization that, well, they never existed, But if they did, this would explain like how they came to be, how they died. Like it's like an alternate history thing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's neat. I like to explore that. But the story seemed very bare bones. You're just, the queen is taken. Creon's doing a power grab. You have to save the queen, which will somehow restore order. And then you have to fight Creon. So it's a whole, well, you don't really fight him. You just kind of turn the place into lava.
Yeah, and then he gets destroyed by the monster.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So did the story work for me on a base level? Sure. But like we talked about a little bit, there's so many holes. Like what happens to Hector? I'm still enthralled by this contest where the loser just gets thrown off a cliff.
Yeah.
Seems very high stakes. I don't know if I'd be into that. But
Better pick the right crab, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, by picking the crabs of destiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting mechanic to bring in that late in the game, but I like it. So what score would I give it?
There's probably some kind of puzzle element to picking the right one.
I don't know.
There has to be. This was a whole bunch of mini games in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so what would I give it? I mean, a lot of these, like we just did Alone in the Dark 2 weeks ago, and that one was, it was the same in far as like survival horror, like we have to do puzzles and clues to like keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think it was as good as Alone in the Dark 2. I'm going to give it I'll be a little bit more generous. I'm going to give it a 6.
Mm.
I think
fair.
that's reasonable. Like it had a story, it was cohesive, it moved forward, there were holes, and it was a bit silly, and yeah, some questions just didn't go answered. But it was fine. So, Dr. Syintist, you're up,
Oh, okay.
and Chump Slap's got some questions for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did watching this video make you want to play this mess? Was the story pretty good? Or could you have done better yourself? It out of 27 stars. What are you gonna throw its way?
Would I play it? Nah. That's it.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
Did the story work for me? It was okay-ish. I don't remember exactly how you said it. Could I do better? Probably not. I'm not that creative.
Fair enough.
But, I don't know. Pretty normal stuff, trying to stop the bad guy from taking over. To throw in some racism, let's visit some weird locales stuff.
Yeah. Some sexism.
Yeah, well, that too. And some, well, you're the hero who can save us. Take this flyer. But, I mean, it's okay. I'll agree with Poppascotch 6 stars.
All right.
Yeah, it was kind of like a one-man army game, but
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah.
No, because you were getting help the whole time from other people.
And it's not like,
Because you couldn't fly.
no. It's okay. Well, maybe Atlantis 2 will impress us when we do it.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
Well, that gives us a total score of 17.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah, that sounds pretty high.
Earlier this year, we gave Rise of Nightmares 16, and we gave Armed and Dangerous a 15. You'll have to go all the way back to October of
Sounds about
22 for the last game we did. That was a 17 overall, which was Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
all
what am I
right.
talking about? It's solid. It's exactly what we're supposed to be.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it better myself.
Well, in case you or our listeners forgot, we are the most accurate podcast in the game, so objectively, this score was correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't doubt it.
So that being said, how about then we go ahead and move into our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Syintist's Radical Pokemon Lock of the Week.
What's that radical Pokemon? Dr. Syintist, come along. Tell us what it is.
Every week, Dr. Syintist picks a badass Pokemon and tells us about it, and it's always dope. So this week, Dr. Syintist, what do you got for us?
Well, I've decided I'm just going to do my favorite 3rd generation Pokemon. Why not?
Okay, we're
It's
getting
not
into the 3G. Okay.
Yeah. It's obviously, it doesn't include Blaziken, which I did before, which would be my bar fight partner.
Obviously.
Okay.
'Cause it's from the same
Let's
generation.
not be.
So this is probably a second, but it's still great. Well, there's this animal in it that's like it's a little grub, and then you can turn it into a cicada. It's called Ninjask.
Ninjask.
Yeah, ninja.
Like Ninjask.
Yeah, it's the fastest Pokemon ever. But it's like a flying speed type bug Pokemon, and it also, when it evolves, you can get the shed from it. There's like the cicada shed called Shedinja.
What? So it could turn into 2?
Yes, it turns into 2. But the cool thing about Shedinja is it only has 1 hit point, and it can only be dealt damage by things it's weak to. So it survives almost anything. But I'll describe Ninjask for you. It says here that the cry, I mean, whoever lives around cicadas knows exactly what they sound like.
Okay.
Right.
Its cry leaves a lasting headache if heard for too long. Pfft.
Yeah, it does. It's awful.
Oh, wow.
And it moves so fast it's unseeable. But the Shedinja part, it floats in air even though its wings remain completely still, and the inside of its body is hollow and utterly dark.
And is that the thing with the halo on it?
Yeah. Peering into the crack on its back is said to steal one's spirit.
Whoa. Sick.
Does sound pretty badass.
Yeah. I like it because it's how how a cicada works. It leaves the shell behind and flies away.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then you step on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can step on them as they're crawling around, too. Don't forget. Because they're everywhere.
They are everywhere. My goddamn dog wouldn't stop eating them. It was so gross.
Well, I'm sure they're nutritious.
I mean, you can eat a couple of them, but she's just a fucking monster. She just ate up everyone she possibly could, and then she'd get inside and throw up, and then...
Oh.
Yeah, imagine what that throw up looks like. We had to get her a fucking muzzle, and then it was like it wasn't a metal one, it was like plastic, or like rubber, basically.
Right.
So she learned if she slammed her face into the ground, she could trap the muzzle in between the slots on her, so she'd eat them that way.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you fucking little bastard. Stop.
They can't be that good.
She's a monster, man. She just eats shit like off the street. One time nope, not even gonna say it. It's too gross. It's too gross. It's too gnarly. I'll say it off air.
All right.
But anyway, that's Dr. Syintist, Radical Pokemon Locker of the Week.
I like the sing-songiness.
Oh, good week.
My sing song, I don't know if you picked it up, but I was trying to do like 90s early morning, like Saturday morning cartoon TV
Oh,
commercial
yeah.
situation.
I get it. Like Stickly.
All right. Anyway, that'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps This or That.
We got this or that and this and that. Woo, 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 it's something fat. Woo!
Every week, we play this or that with Chump Slap. And that means we give him 7 prompts. And this week, he has to determine if one of those prompts is either a company that makes jeans, like,
Okay.
Denim jeans,
Right.
or if they're a nonprofit group.
Nonprofit or jeans. Okay. I got this.
So now this is rapid fire action. So you got to give us the answer as fast as you can. No messing around here.
I think I'm going to do pretty good on this one.
You think? Okay. What's the over under you think, Dr. Syintist?
5.
Well, I'll definitely get 5.
Okay. Okay. Fine. We'll go 5. So, are you ready, Sir Chump Slap?
Let's do it.
The first prompt is Citizens of Humanity.
Jeans.
People's Liberation.
Nonprofit.
Call to Action.
Nonprofit.
7 for All Mankind.
Those are jeans.
Global Impact.
Jeans.
True Religion.
Jeans.
Rockin' Republic.
A nonprof.
Ooh.
I got 2 right, didn't I?
After the first one, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have picked that high.
Looks like you should have got the under. You got 4 out of 7 correct.
Oh, that was a good over-under pick for me.
Yeah, he did it.
I should have said 4.5.
I think that's the sweet spot, 4.5.
Yeah.
But number 1, Citizens of Humanity, you correctly chose jeans. Number 2, People's Liberation, you said nonprofit. It's actually a jeans company. Call to Action is a nonprofit. You got that correct.
All right.
7 for All Mankind was a jeans company. You got that correct. Number 5, Global Impact is a nonprofit, not a jeans company. True Religion is jeans. I think that was the most popular of all these.
Yeah.
And then Rock and Republic is also jeans. It is not a nonprofit.
Oh, come on.
So 4 out of 7.
Not bad. Not good.
I mean, it's certainly not your worst showing,
Fair enough. I'll take it.
but I like this demanding of perfection. I think that's good for the pod.
Oh, yeah, it's good for everybody.
Hey, we're most accurate podcast. We already demanded perfection.
True.
This is the most accurate podcast in the game. I dare you to find a mistake out there, listener. And if you do, you should probably submit it to us via email. And how would they do that, Sir Chump Slap?
Well, you just send it on over to plottytime@gmail.com, and I'll read and go back, re-record, and fix whatever mistake you fucking find, because you're not going to find one.
Tell them. Preach.
Just did.
And say they fucking hate email and they want to get to us faster on the socials. How would they do that, Dr. Syintist?
Plotty time at Instagram, and stop by the subreddit and talk to people from around the world, apparently.
All over the place, man.
Yeah, super dope subreddit over there. Go check it out. You can also go to YouTube, like, subscribe there. It really helps us out. You can reach our eBay storefront, plottytime.com, to buy all of your Plottytime merch needs.
Maybe.
That does it for us this week. So shout out to Blaine JJ, shout out to Drago the Slago, shout out to Hamman, and shout out to the man in our hearts, Luis Guzman. More importantly than all that, don't trust Dr. Syintist, and we'll talk to you next time. Peace.
Peace.